Welcome back, everybody, to the stream today. We are in the third match of our League of Legends playoffs today. And I'm excited because the last two games, they were closed out pretty fast. So I'm wondering what St. Clair has up their sleeve now. Sometimes they do like to have a little bit of fun for their last game, but who knows what's going to happen. Both teams played extremely well. Honestly, like, that bot lane, that Vayne, Osu... Yeah, Osu, sorry, I'm really bad with usernames. Osu did extremely well, was able to keep Barlow in his place and not letting that, the Jinx hyper carry ever happen. And it was something interesting to see. But we did see Ricky pull out his classic move, carried the victory, carried the Saints to the victory.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait for this next game.
Yeah, I mean, the past two games, they've been fairly even at the starting.
Yeah.
But yeah, one kill will come out, one dragon will be grabbed, and one Rift Herald, and slowly but surely, I think this is like the story. I mean, it's a story of League, to be honest, right? You get those slowly but surely, you get that gold lead, get more kills, your stats get up, and then you're unstoppable. And unfortunately for the Nighthawks, really, they put a lot of resources and pressure into this bot lane, and turns out the counter to a fairly fed Vayne is an even super gigantic fed
Exactly.
Jace. So yeah, there's not much you can do there. I mean, when you're staring down a 3-item Jace as a ADC
who's also lethality.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, really.
Makes you shiver in your boots a little bit. One thing that I did want to mention, though, before we do get into the draft pick, is that over on the other Twitch channel, if anybody is interested on the details of how the Valorant games are going, currently Saints are 1-1. I think it's against Northeastern. Yes, it is against Northeastern. Very, very intense gameplay over there. If you do want to go check it out, but we hope that you stay here for League. everybody, as we just said when we were taking our break, every League fan likes Valorant as well, and I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I'm like slowly dabbling into it, but we are actually going to go into the pro draft here. So I'm curious to see what the bans are this time. It looks like the bans from Nova Knights just keep changing.
Yeah, like, I'm curious to see what they opt for. Like,
yeah,
it seems like I mean, they need to shut down Ricky.
Yeah, they do.
They do. They just do. And I know you want to put a lot of your resources into Osu, into your very strong ADC player. But it gets to the point where you gotta prioritize things. You gotta prioritize not letting Ricky get a 40 CS lead.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna come back to bite you. Like, it is.
So we do see the bans are actually going through pretty quickly. It looks like they just want to get this game done, to be honest. But we actually do see Nova Nighthawks did not appreciate the Jace pick at all, so they are going to take it away from Ricky, including Aatrox, and then St. Clair is going to take Akshan, Diana. I don't know my champions at this point. Diana, and then also J4 from the Nova Nighthawks.
Yeah.
Same kind of picks.
I think those are the exact same three bans. From the Saints, at least.
I think so.
Last game, yeah.
And then we do also see the Kayn ban coming through for Fresh. I understand that Kayn's extremely strong. His healing, if he's red form, not okay. And when he's assassin, ooh.
That's pain.
It is just pain.
Especially for a player like Osu on one of those squishy ADCs.
Yeah, for sure.
They're going to be putting a lot of resources and time into it. Don't want that guy being blown up. So
yeah. So I'm curious to see. We do see the Jinx pick again from St. Clair College, as they are on the blue side this time, which we forgot to mention. From what I remember, the way that the coin flips work for who gets what side is if you won the last round. First, it's a coin flip.
Yeah.
Whoever wins a coin flip picks whatever side they want. Normally, it's blue side because blue side does have a lot more advantage for both Dragon and Baron. But then after the first match, whoever does win that match, they get to pick what side they want.
Kai'Sa coming out. Now, I'm interested to see if this is a Kai'Sa ADC or a Kai'Sa mid, because if you've been following up with League at all, you know that Faker decided he was going to play Kai'Sa mid. So now everyone and their mom decides that they're going to play Kai'Sa mid now.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, we love Faker around here, but sometimes you guys, don't play exactly what Faker's playing. He's better than all of us, including all of us here on the desk. But
everybody just bows down to Faker.
I mean, I do. So.
Now we do actually see the Nautilus pick for. I still think it's going to be Kai'Sa ADC. I haven't seen Kai'Sa mid at all. I know I was in a lobby and someone tried to pick it and then someone dodged. So, but we do see the Nautilus for the Nova, or for Nova Nighthawks, and then we actually see the Tahm Kench and Viego for St. Clair. I have never seen Tahm Kench played. So it could be either for Ricky or it could be for
support as well. Yeah, typically where he's played. I wouldn't be surprised to see Tahm Kench support because Tahm Kench is really not Ricky's style of champion.
Yeah.
However, if it is Tahm Kench in the top lane, picking a Camille into that is not a bad option, I believe. I'm not 100% on a lot of the top lane matchups, but having true damage into a big tanky player like Tahm Kench,
that's going to be an adventure of its own. And then we do see the Mordekaiser ban from the Nova Nighthawks, and then we do see a Vex ban from St. Clair yet again. As we said earlier, we both don't like Vex. We don't want to see her.
Yeah.
Use that. Vex just has like she's kind of like Lux. She's really simple, but she can also, like, if you try to do anything, she's just gonna lock you down and take the kill.
Yeah, I know. I had compared her to Annie earlier. I feel like Annie's too simple to compare her to because Vex, you know, she does have like she's got a little bit you gotta read and like know, and you do have to hit skill shots and everything. I mean wide skill shots, but you have to hit them. And
and then the next thing that we see are the Galio and Jax bans. Galio, I don't see why. Maybe it's just because they're already kind of a tanky team, or it could just be another pick for them. But then we do see the Jax ban for St. Clair, and Ricky's actually going to pick up the Darius. So now we do know that it is a wait. Hold on.
Tahm Kench mid?
No, there's no way that Tahm Kench is mid. I believe it's Karma mid. Yeah, it's going to be Karma mid.
Karma mid. All right. But into the Orianna. Orianna is a spicy one. I love seeing the champ. I think like watching clean Orianna play is so nice. Like auto spacing in lane, all of that stuff, ball spacing, you know, using it as a threat. And then of course you've got the massive shockwaves that come out that are so satisfying.
Yeah, if you ever played Orianna, do you know that like some of the walls on the map you can hide the ball? And then if like someone walks close enough to it, you can just ult it.
Oh,
yeah. And it brings them to the wall, and then they're kind of just stuck there. But honestly, like this is gonna be a really, really good game for us. Nova Nighthawks has such a good team comp. Like, think of it this way: just put the ball on Volibear. Volibear's gonna ult in and get all that, possibly disable a turret.
Yeah, Volibear or Nautilus too.
Yeah, extremely stacked. It's just going to be a really good game. I'm extremely excited.
Extreme engage coming out from the side of the Nighthawks. Rounding out their comp with a little bit of the side lane pressure as well from the Camille. So I'm interested to see how this top lane matchup goes. I want to see if just how much damage is going to come out early because, look, Hemorrhage does get that passive shield, but now it's down and the Hemorrhage stacks are on Hemorrhage and he is bleeding down. So I'm interested to see how that matchup goes. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, lots and lots of autos coming out.
Lots of pokes.
Yeah, once again, just look at the mana.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Here comes Fresh. Oh my god, going in for the stun, and Ricky is able to get the pull off of on the Camille as well. They're able to easily pick up the first blood with no hesitation, no issues, no damage either.
Yeah, quickly canceling the hook shot there from the Camille. And not needing to burn any summoner spells, they find their way into the kill there. And not too much going on along the map, but Hemorrhage forced to burn that TP to come back.
Sorry, we just had to fix a little camera there for a second. I realized that it was really zoomed in and it was hard to see like more of the map, so we can see more of the fights. But it's all good. Got everything under control. Zephyr trying to poke as much as possible for the Orianna, and it's how the last two games have gone, where Ricky just gets that little bit ahead, and he's actually gonna get stunned by the Camille here. Volibear's gonna come up, use a flash, but Ricky does pull both of them in, tries to use his Q in order to heal up. Ignite does go off, but it looks like he walks out for free. Thresh is actually going to come up and get the stun on the volley bear, trying to just push them back off a little bit more so that then Ricky can get a safe back. But Camille does no, goes in for the stun, and it looks like they might have to use flash here. Thresh is going to fall. They might pick up the kill on Ricky, but I think they're not able to dive yet.
Yeah, definitely. Nice little play there from the Nighthawks. It seems like Thresh and Ricky just weren't on the same page there.
No.
And the Nighthawks perfectly capitalize on that. They're going to find the stun onto Fresh. Grab the double buff from it as well as as near here the bot lane. Lightweight is going to try and find his way out.
Yeah.
After a little warding mission.
Sorry, there's a lot going on for the other stream right now.
We are Valorant is going crazy right now.
We are running two streams at once, so it's hard to focus. But it looks like Valorant just had a crazy play. Back to League, though, it looks like the Kai'Sa did take it back, trying to pick up a tier. Barlow they're just going to stay bot for now. Everybody's just taking their back, getting a little bit more gold. Pretty even for overall team gold as well, with Sinclair just being 0.4 ahead. Lightweight's gonna go in and try and get the stun off, but not a lot's gonna happen right now.
Yeah, one thing I did notice is Zephyroth took the minion dematerializer. He's also got unsealed spellbook.
Yeah,
so
I noticed that too.
That's interesting. I'm interested to see how he's gonna make that work.
Yeah.
What summoner spells he opts into. I'd like to see him opt into like a quick smite or something.
Yeah.
During like some fights and maybe grab an objective or two with it.
Maybe.
But
Nautilus did get a little bit of damage onto the Tom Kench there with his Q. Looks like he's actually looking to go in again, but he is kind of low, so it would be kind of like a 50-50 if he does go in. OC does have a lot of health playing Kai'Sa right now, but who knows what will happen. Looks like they're just gonna try and take the reset, grab as much as many items as they can, and hope for the best. Mid lane's doing the exact same thing, just poking each other out, trying to find like that perfect sweet spot where it's like, okay, now I can go in and use everything. Who knows what to expect?
Possible dive being set up here top lane as Ricky gonna find the first hook, start stacking the hemorrhage onto hemorrhage. And Fresh is gonna go in. He's gonna start tanking for the dive. That's a lot of damage onto Fresh. And Ricky, he is going to make it out, and that is going to be a 1-for-1 on the dive. Ricky finding himself at 2-0, and going to grab a few plates off of that as well. Nautilus moving up towards the top lane, but what can he really do into the Darius?
Good rotations over for Nova Nighthawks, so they're actually able to pick up the drag just because they were, just because Fresh was over at the top lane trying to pick up that kill for Ricky. It's just, this is a interesting game. So far we're even across the boards, both like CS wise, except for top lane. Ricky is 20 CS ahead, and it looks like so is Barlow in the bot lane. But mid lane's even, not much is happening over there other than Orianna just doing her thing, using the little ball that she has to do as much damage as possible. But any other predictions that you have for this game so far?
Honestly, I'm predicting we're not going to see too much out of this mid lane until some team fights. Both mid laners kind of like more supporty style champions. Orianna definitely has playmaking potential.
Yeah.
But you really do need a team there for most of her value. So we're going to see some wet noodle fights mid lane. That's my favorite word today, apparently.
Yeah.
And yeah, top lane though. Oh, Lightweight. Gonna be spotted out by Ricky as Hemorrhage is gonna move down towards him. Root and Stun gonna come out. Double hook from Ricky, and that is the first ultimate charge. Gonna be reset. Uses the second onto Hemorrhage, and Hemorrhage is gonna burn down before the next auto attack can come out. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, there's a dive going on. Barlow, he's gonna find Osu. Faye's gonna fall, and that is actually a 2-for-1 in the bot lane for the Nova Nighthawks. Meanwhile, could make it a 3-for-1. Flash is going to come out from Barlow.
There goes Zephyroth, trying to hunt down that Orianna, making sure that he can pick up a kill. But it looks like he's not able to. Wow. Just fighting. Literally every single lane was fighting during that.
Yeah, everywhere. Everywhere. Yeah, so the dive bot, though, actually goes into the Nighthawks' favor.
Yeah, it does. because Jinx didn't end up picking up a kill there, and Fresh did end up falling down as well. But Kaisa did, so that gives her a little bit more gold. One thing that's interesting though is that personally, whenever I do play ADC, I always get my Doom Quiver, and then I at least get tier 1 boots.
Okay.
But it looks like that Barlow decided to pick up the pickaxe, maybe just so that then he does have that extra little damage if they ever do fight again. So this is going to be interesting to see how the bot lane goes now.
Yeah, the thing about this bot lane, right? Barlow, he's sitting there with the CS lead, and it's all because of his range. The range gap that he has onto Kaisa.
Yeah.
Is just, I mean, almost double CS.
This is definitely something a little bit weird, but you know what? Sans will figure it out, or Nova will figure it out.
Yeah, because they're not in the worst spot right now, right?
No.
I mean, you do keep in mind you've got 4-0 Darius in the top lane.
True.
Scary, scary, scary for sure.
Very true.
But the rest of the team is actually playing pretty well. They're playing it safe,
Yeah.
grabbing the kills where they can. 2 kills from that dive actually went it onto Django, so it is gonna allow him to get the first mythic in the game actually. With that turbo chem tank, but
I
a lot of
thought
plates.
I thought Ricky had his.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had enough gold for it and just
Yeah.
or now probably has enough gold for it now, but possibly just couldn't get it on that last back.
It actually looks like they're trying to collapse on Fresh and Ricky here, but they're actually going to turn and go on to Zephyra here, getting the stun off and immediately killing him with the Orianna ulti. They're going to try and stun everybody else. Camille picks up the shutdown on Ricky there, and because of the Camille ulti, that dragged Fresh back over the wall to pick up another kill.
That's huge.
That was so much gold that just went over to the Nova Nighthawks. That's insane. That is going to put them so much further ahead.
Yeah, they just evened out the game, like, essentially. I mean, you're still seeing 1K up on St. Clair. St. Clair, they do have the Rift in their back pocket as well, but that's going to guarantee a plate mid lane here now for Diggy, as well as going to be a shove top lane. Ricky is going to make it for that wave, though.
Beautiful turnaround on that fight, though, to all collectively agree together to turn onto Zephyrod there, pick up that kill set, then he's not able to shield or do a little bit of... It is Karma mid, so we do see that he is going more of the support build, but Karma does still deal like a pretty decent chunk of damage.
Oh, like for no reason.
But they already knew that Fresh wasn't even that strong. So like that was the perfect call for the Nova Nighthawks in order to win that fight.
Yeah. Fresh, that's the thing. Fresh has fallen almost every time he's went for a gank. And almost every time he has gotten a kill for the laner, but he has died himself. So trading 1 for 1 every time, it's...
Oh, we have the funny bounty for Barlow right now. So this is, I call it the funny bounty
because he didn't do anything. He
is literally 0, 0, and 1, and he has 150 gold bounty just because he's farming that well.
Yeah, I mean, he's double... I think that's double about. Oh, over double Osu's CS right now.
It looks like I missed it completely, but Fresh did end up dropping the Rift bot lane and ended up getting that turret. So then Ricky is trying to get this top one, flashes onto the Kaisa and gets the pull on her, trying to get as much damage as possible. He's gonna use his Q, and actually there is a fight going on at Drag. Looks like Barlow is gonna pick up the kill with the Jinx ultimate onto the volley bear and picks up another kill on the Orianna. So that was a lot. There's actually, oh my god, 4 people went down there. So that means Ricky 1v2 that top lane. I'm assuming what he did was he used his Q to get that extra damage, ulted the Kaisa, and then turned and killed the Nautilus as well. Yeah,
his ultimate is down, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some crazy resets there in the 1v2. But I mean, yeah, Ricky is not the guy you go and try and gank in this game. Not unless you're bringing all five of your teammates, right?
St. Clair took that fight in jungle personal.
Yeah, for sure. and that's the thing too, is 2 players going up for Ricky. It forces it to be a 4v3 at the Dragon.
Yeah, and like. Sorry, go ahead.
No, continue.
The sad thing is that, like, Ricky is so strong right now, he's able to win the 1v2.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like, you shouldn't be able to win 1v2s ever, in my opinion at least.
Yeah, although Darius is one of the champs that can do it for sure.
Yeah.
The healing he grabs off of his axe spin there, so much. He heals per champion hit, right? And then You've got the bleed stacks as well, so if you have Ghost up, right, you get your bleed stacks onto them, and you can start like running circles and like auto-spacing them and just watch them tick down as you're fighting them.
Now, I want to take a look at these items real quick. Oh my god, Barlow finally did it. He didn't go Gale Force, he went Kraken. That makes me so happy. I love Kraken Slayer Jinx too much.
Yeah.
But we do see the Karma picked up the Moonstone, and then Viego actually went Bork, Blade of the Rune King. See, I always think it's a meme when Viego's first build Blade of the Rune King, since it's literally supposed to be his sword.
Yeah, that's what his Q's called too. Blade of the Rune
King. Oh,
is
it? Yep. I didn't know that. But is that supposed to be the item that you're like? Is that what you're supposed to build first on him?
Yeah, like that's typically a lot of people do that. I know a lot of people also go like Divine Sunder, Starex, but FaZe, nice little chomp. Gonna save Barlow there, and I think this is the reason that Barlow didn't go Gale Force.
Yeah,
because he has that. But Hemorrhage is gonna go in as the Nautilus depth charge is gonna knock up Barlow, and that is gonna be 1 kill for the Nighthawks. Damage coming out onto Fresh. Fresh gonna trade 1 back, but that is 2 kills for the Nighthawks. Are they gonna find FaZe? They are not.
Wow, that was a team fight. They looked at Barlow and said, "I want it."
Yeah, they wanted it. The depth charge comes out from the Nautilus, right? Exactly. The depth charge comes out from the Nautilus. The damage is going to come out. The Camille ultimate as well. Not going to let him get away. But Ricky, he's going to 1v3 this. He's going to do it. He's going to 1v3 it. And they flash away. So they come with a 3-man gank, and he gets a kill, and the Volley Bears flash.
Oh my god.
And losing a quarter of his health at the same time.
That's insane. Actually, it looks like they're going to come back because the Camille stun is here to stop Ricky. Gets the slow off. Ricky gets a little bit of damage off, a little bit of healing, but it looks like he might lose out on the fight here. Unless I'm completely wrong. He is able to pick up the Volley Bear kill before falling. Ricky knows what he's doing.
Ricky, like, it's the limits, right? It's the limits seriously. Like we talked about.
He knew that his limit was already pushed by staying there, and he was like, you know what, I'll at least pick up a kill, just because I want to.
Yeah, 4 Saints moving towards top lane. Possibly going to aim for this tower. Doesn't seem like there's many other objectives up. They're going to go for. The Rift Herald is up in 5 seconds here.
Oh, I thought it was already Baron.
Diggy is good.
I was going to say, there's no way that this game has already been 20 minutes.
There's just that much gold on the board right now at 15 minutes. It seems like it.
Objective bounties for all, objective bounties for all objectives.
Yeah.
For both Rift and all the turrets on the side for St. Clair. So maybe the move for Nova Nighthawks is to just send someone to a lane by themselves and try and push that, get the turret for the gold, since they weren't able to get Rift, as Fresh did just pick up the Rift using Barlow and the Tahm Kench for assistance. But Drag might be coming, or Drag is coming up in 40 seconds, so maybe they're able to pick up that and grab that objective bounty instead. Actually looks like there's going to be a little team fight here mid. We see that they want to go in on Kai'Sa here, but here comes a Volley Bear with his slow, not able to land it on the ADC. That's the one thing that always sucks about those kind of ganks. You want to hit the ADC, but you end up hitting the support. So now you sit there and like, do I want to go in on the support and just pick up something? Or do I want to wait?
Yeah. But then it's like, what value do I get going in on the Tahm Kench?
Yeah.
Like, you may find the kill with your team there, but you also don't even have that much damage with those 3 champions right there.
Look at the CS that Barlow has versus Osu.
Yeah,
insane.
That is nice CS right there. He's sitting there at 169, 3k gold up on Osu. Coming out in the bot lane here. Support's also going to be up gold. I mean, we're seeing Ricky 2k up on gold, although the shutdown that Hemorrhage grabbed early has really kept him in the game.
Yeah, it has, because he's 3 and 4. It's not the best kind of KDA, but honestly, like for what he's against, being an 8 and 2 Darius, it's extremely well.
Yeah, especially with honestly how terrible the early game went for him. During that little fiesta there after the Rift Herald, he grabs a 450 gold bounty, and it keeps him in the game. It keeps him with items. Right, he's going to have full boots, full mythic. He's going to have a little bit of anti-heal as well. He may even find a kill onto Zephyros here as the Ignite takes down. But Zephyros, he's going to shield his way out of there.
Here comes the Nautilus hook landing in on the Tom Kench there. Volibear's going to go in and get the stun. Freshly's going to get the stun off on him as a little trade. Looks like everybody's just going to walk away for now, but TP is going to come in from Zephyrod, and it looks like it's going to be what they did last 2 games where one person goes down and then it's GG.
Yeah, I mean, 4 players in mid here. The Camille on Hemorrhage. He is going to back. Rift Herald comes out. That is going to possibly be the inhib turret.
Ooh.
St. Clair, huge shockwave from Diggy there, and that is going to be the engage they needed as Django goes in, but Fresh, he's finding the resets. He's on the Volibear now. The stun is available. He's now Camille. He's going deep on as this Viego. The flash comes out. He finds the next kill, and he lives. Oh,
so what did
Lord.
I just say about them finding 1 kill and then just ending out the game?
There is the 1 kill. Once again, 20 seconds on the timer. The Saints, they're beating down the Nexus turrets. There's not enough time for the Nighthawks to do much. And that is going to be the... He falls to the turret, and that is going to be the Saints taking the NJCAAE Conference Finals in a dominant 3-0 fashion.
Yes, they did. I couldn't be more proud of them. They played extremely well. So did the Nova Nighthawks. They actually gave St. Clair like a run for their money every once in a while, and it was really entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I like the way they would often just like find a pick, find like a player that's slightly out of position and just commit. And honestly, you got to give them respect for that. Really good at like picking out getting those picks, picking out like the specific champ that's out of place there.
Both games, or all 3 games that we watched today, we saw that especially Osu, their ADC, they were great. They were able to they picked up multiple kills last game that they just played on the Kaisa. With the Vayne, they were able to keep Barlow away from every single fight, so then he wasn't able to do anything in those. And even their jungler did extremely well. I forget their username again.
Django.
Django.
Got it on the OPGG there.
He did amazing with both Volibear, the 2 games, and Diana. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He was able to go in and CC anybody that he needed to in order to either save his team or carry them to a victory for a team fight.
Yeah, but
it was really, really well played all around.
Yeah, but unfortunate for the Nighthawks as it comes down to as I said after the second game, it is a Ricky show here.
Yes, it is.
Once again, he shows his prowess on the Darius. I mean, Darius, one of his storied champs here on the Saints stream, I'd say. As well as this was the one game where we got to see the bot lane like kind of like have some impact, right? Barlow on that Jinx definitely had a lot of impact in these fights. And as much as we saw Osu get pretty fed on the Vayne in the second game, the impact was just not there from the Vayne that you expect to see.
It all around, all I can really say is that everybody played extremely well. They played to their best, and I'm extremely proud of everybody. Good job for St. Clair for picking up the 3-0 victory, and we hope that everybody had a great time. Speaking of which, would you like to talk about some sponsors?
I think we can talk about some sponsors. What are we starting with? Crunchyroll?
Starting with Crunchyroll! All right, so St. Clair and Saints Gaming is sponsored by Crunchyroll. You can get a 14-day premium trial at crunchyroll.com/saints. Do you got a favorite anime, Josh?
One Piece. One Piece is the GOAT. But anyway, I love anime.
We're done.
You love anime. Go get your free trial at crunchyroll.com/saints. Go watch yourself some One Piece. And we can't forget about our merch.
No, we can't. Our beautiful merch that we're wearing today. So
that's crazy. I got it on too.
Oh my god! Over at acquire.ca/saints, you can pick up so many different merchandise for Saints Gaming. We have jerseys, we have jackets, we have crew necks. That's what it's called. We got hoodies, we got everything that you can ever ask for, and you can. I believe you might still be able to customize some of them. I heard that sometimes you can get your gamer tag on the back of them, as I do with mine. Luckily, but I'm special because mine's in white, so you can't get the white ones anymore. But take a look over at our merch site and see what you like. We hope that you pick something up.
Yeah, and we can't forget our other sponsors, right?
We cannot.
We've got Crunchyroll, like we already talked about, Tim Horton, Subway, the St. Clair SRC, the St. Clair Alumni Association, as well as the Zeckelman School of Business.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for giving us the chance to run these broadcasts and show everybody what the esports community is like. We enjoy it every single day that I'm here, or not just me, but everybody in the room. It's a hobby of ours. It's where we work, and we get along so well. It's like a little family that we have here, so we all always want to say thank you for that. One thing, though, have you heard about the new thing that St. Clair has? I think it's called the Academy Team.
Oh, the Academy Team. I actually thought you were going to say TikTok first.
Oh, no. Well, Lisa, you're not supposed to talk about it till the end.
Oh.
You ruined it. Anyways, so we are recruiting for new players for our 2022 to 2023 for a varsity team, and we actually do have an academy team. So the academy team, we have 50 new scholarship positions. All esports titles are supported. We aren't stopping with just the varsity team. We want more. We want to get everybody involved as much as possible. Everybody's open to play. It doesn't matter what rank you are. It doesn't matter if you're new or not. We welcome everybody to try out and see what you can do.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Academy that excites me
Yeah?
is that it's not limited to just the varsity titles.
I know.
As you can see, we've got Halo down there, CSGO,
Yes,
iRacing,
sir.
all these titles that, they might not have, we might have not had the applicants to put them on the varsity team. Mm-hmm. We put them on an Academy team. I mean...
And you're just as cool. You even get a special... Possibly, I believe, you get a red jersey instead of a green one.
Yeah, it seems like that's the color scheme they're going for.
Yeah, I think that's what we're doing. I'm not sure yet, but that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
you can be unique.
Cool. Yeah, I thought the red, the graphic that they put up, I thought the red looked great.
Catch me and Josh doing tryouts for the league team.
Stop.
Maybe. But we do want to give a little information about our TikTok giveaway. Winner will be drawn March 31st. You need to follow our Twitter and our TikTok, tag one friend, and like and retweet the post. It is pinned on our Twitter. You can get the chance of winning a $50 Steam gift card. If you had that $50, what would you spend it on? Be honest.
Right now? Well, okay, so I tried out Elden Ring.
Ooh.
Not my kind of game, to be honest, because I'm pretty terrible at single-player games, but I'm enjoying it so far. But I don't know, maybe I'd grab myself some CSGO cases. I've been playing a bit of CSGO recently, actually.
Nice.
Pretty different for me, but yeah. Go join the TikTok giveaway. Get yourself a Steam gift card.
Dude, just follow our socials anyways. Mm-hmm. We want you guys to see everything that we have to offer. Because we got a lot to offer. We have so much to do.
Speaking of a lot to offer, don't forget, as we're gonna wrap up here, don't forget to check out Saints Gaming CA 2. They're wrapping up Valorant finals right now. And
we're not sure how far into the games they are.
It is going crazy. It is 12-11 right now. I can't tell for which team, but either way, game 3, it's a intense. Tight game 3.
Yeah, but we do need to close things out, so thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you possibly tomorrow with another Valorant game if they do win that one. But hope everybody enjoyed the stream today, and have a good night.